ब्रिटिश कोलंबिया के सूबाई सेहत अधिकारी और BC सेहत मंत्री एड्रियन डिक्स वालों सूबे च कोविड की स्थिति बारे एक अपडेट प्रदान की गई। उधर डॉक्टर हैनरी ने घोषणा की कि प्रांत 11 मार्च तो शुरू होने वाले घट जोखम वालियां जनतक सैटिंगां च मास्क समेत महामारी के कारण लागू किए गए कई जनतक सेहत उपावां नूं खत्म कर रहा है। 8 अप्रैल तो प्रभावी निवासियों नूं हुण गैर जरूरी समागमां सेवावां ते कारोबारां तक पहुंच करन लई टीकाकरण का सबूत दिखाउण दी जरूरत नहीं होवेगी।
Our masks and other safety layers have provided a level of comfort and protection for all of us, and it's why it's important for everybody to move at our own pace. I want to assure you that I feel confident about what we are doing and that we are in a place to do this now. These decisions are grounded in science and in the data that we have about what's happening in our communities for where we are right now. We're able to make these changes, and the ones that are ahead, for two very important reasons. First, because people in British Columbia have stepped up and protected themselves and their families by getting vaccinated. And second, because people have followed these safety measures we put in place when it was necessary to do so. The need for every single one of these particular layers of protection has dropped below the threshold where we need to have an order for them to be in place. That means we can move from a mandated approach to an empowered self-management approach. We've all learned how to wear masks and when it's important. We've learned about the importance of staying away from others if we're feeling unwell and when to get a test. These are all things that we will need to continue to have to manage in ourselves. It's a good place for us to be, and I'm optimistic that we'll be able to continue this path, at least for the spring and summer months ahead. We have that high level of immunity and understanding right now. But we need to continue to do this with respect for each other. Yeah, I know that this is going to be a challenging time for people who are feeling very much at risk and have taken those precautions over this last 2 years. Just to say that we can look at what's happening in terms of transmission across our communities, and as that goes down, we're all a little safer. And those environments where we were requiring to have multiple different layers of protection, we no longer need all of those layers to be mandated all of the time. So yes, I'll continue to wear my mask if I'm on public transit, and I would encourage others to do so too. We know it protects us, but it's also a sign of respect and protection for others. But we also need to be clear that things like grocery stores are not the highest risk environments when we go in them. So it's a matter of time and space and how close we are to people. So let's continue to be respectful. Recognize that some people will need to continue to wear masks and it'll be important for them, and that we should keep a respectful distance for people so that we're not crowding them in places like grocery stores and other essential places. But I think we're in a good place now. It's not out of the woods by all means, and I would encourage people to assess their own risk and the risk of those around them as we go through this next few weeks, and we hopefully will continue to see the risk go away. The other part I think that's really important is the vaccination of so many people, and the immunity that we have in our community now means that risk is down quite a lot. So it's going to take some time to build that confidence again to go out to those places, and I encourage people to take your own time and wear your own mask as long as you feel comfortable doing that.